second map in the Excello ZOWIE TF2 Challenge, number 40 invite bracket grand final between Team Infused in the blue, as I get a text, and Epsilon eSports in the red. My name is ThePledge. With me today is DJC, comedian on the stream, and a very aggressive ball from Mike here.
Extremer does go down, but Gear and F2 down as well. Ben's crazy down. Walters and Schocky making huge picks onto the demo and medic. It's 51 health Hat versus 68 health Walters right now. And Walters takes him down. We see just huge aggression, low health everywhere. Both medics go down quickly. And we'll see a cap go to Epsilon here as Walters will take it. Extremer is the first one up. The medics spawn at the same time. If F2 takes forward here, Ben's crazy might be able to get a small advantage, about 10% at the moment. Interested to see where Infused sets up for the defense here. They have a scout playing forward on the trains, and their combo and soldier are just now getting there.
Different teams kind of have like different sort of preferences defending-wise. There's a lot of teams that actually hold on top of that balcony. When I play myself as a medic, I feel very comfortable like straight on the back of the house, like the little house in front of the point. So we'll see, like Epsilon and Infused probably have different preferences. In general, we can see Sniper coming out for Cookye. Not really sure if he's going to be able to do anything. He at least spotted everyone from Epsilon in the Sol room. So that's something of intel that obviously they're going to be able to use. And F2 is actually building Uber quite quickly. Does he have crits or anything? No, he does not. They're just quicker. Uber. They're just quicker. Like, it's easy as it is.
Infused are not building quite as well, but it will be even Ubers here. The Sniper will kind of work in two ways. It could scare Epsilon from pushing because there's just so many sidelines, and F2 goes down. So, I mean, never mind the fact that it might scare them into pushing, it's just going to stop them dead in their tracks. They're going to want to force here, and they do, but they take numlocked down as well. That could open up some holes. I've seen some rather huge Walters backcaps on this map. Stefan is on middle. Backcap is started by Walters, in fact. I'm going to watch him.
Extremer is there as well. Extremer's
They're trying to fight off a soldier. The soldier gets good damage out of Walters, though. Walters is cleaned up by JoeyC, and the backcap will end. But that bought Epsilon plenty of time. Extremer will go down. They will not have their demo for middle, which is going to hurt them a bit, but they will be able to hold this Uber advantage to only about 30% as they just start healing now.
Yeah, F2 didn't really get picked up at spawn or anything like that. Epsilon was too much actually worrying about the middle and the second point to actually care about that all that much. It leaves them with a 30% disadvantage, which really could have been like 10-15%. That might come and hurt them in the back in just a second here.
We do see Hat getting aggressive on top of the point. He gets some good damage onto the soldier as well. Epsilon trying to hold this from their balcony area here. But Infuser is taking the point. Mike is on very low health. Hat jumps onto the medic. The medic is alone right now. F2 taken down, but Ben's crazy goes down to Extremer, who came in through the kitchen, I do believe, to get some nice stickies on him. And Infused are now one up. Epsilon lose their medic here, but so much focus was put onto the medic that everyone else could come in and just clean up.
I really like what Extremer did there. It's like he was standing there together with F2, and as soon as he saw the bomber hat come in, he realized, you know what, I cannot actually defend this. I'm just going to go the other way around and kill Ben, and that's exactly what he did, and he succeeded in actually surviving that middle as well. So very good play from Extremer on the Epsilon side, taking down a medic, which is a huge deal. If the medic from Infused would have stayed alive there, obviously everyone from Infused would have just have more health, and obviously harder to kill and everything like that. And as obvious as that sound, it is actually a big deal.
Yeah, we do see a slight Uber advantage for Infused here. We see Cookye still sniping. He's on the left side looking at the drop down and the shutter door. And JoeyC has gone heavy for last here. Walters is sniping though. Gets taken down to a body shot and some spam from Mike and Cookye. I will expect Walters to stay on Sniper here. He has hot days, he has cold days. When he's on, he's probably just as good as Cookye. Hat goes down here though, and another soldier is peeking forward for Infused.
Oh my god.
And he gets taken down. That's both soldiers down. 85% Uber here. Walters is late into the party, but it's not going to matter. He's on Sniper. If Epsilon heal up right now, they can push off of their 10-second spawn advantage on Mike and get the Sniper and soldier trailing in. They do pop through the door here. Extremer getting good spam on the heavy. They pop to save the heavy.
Good Uber, good Uber.
It's going to mean that the other classes have no health. Cookye goes down instantly, comes back up on Scout. Extremer jumping away to the drop down here. Nice pipe by numlocked though. Walters now peeks in. Takes Mike down. Very weak health on Infused here. Epsilon are going to have to regroup and push. Focus firing onto the heavy. It's just a demo above point. And another headshot by Walters. Oh, Walters with 3 headshots into last year to win the round. Big Walters showing that sniper skill that he's known for. I guess today's a hot day. I expect to see a lot more of him sniping after that.
Just having a sniper on fire or anything like that just helps out your team so much on maps like Granary Last, basically, like Snakewater, like Gullywash. You can have those kind of moments where a sniper is so important, and having someone on fire is great. And with Walter showing his first 3 headshots there, very important. Cookye already got a medic kill as well, so we'll see how without snipers we're going into this middle, which is a little bit back and forth so far, and both teams getting 2 frags. numlocked and Extremer both have gone down. Ben actually getting a needle kill there onto Walter. So we have a 2 versus 3 scenario where Nox getting healed up, so we have full players, and Infused cannot do anything but retreat out of here. But they kept their medic alive. They're going to have 100% Uber here on the second point. But the numlocked spawn's a little bit late. That being said, though, the Extremer spawn is late as well. So we're going to have a 6 versus 6 here on second.
Yeah, Epsilon are still just waiting for Extremer to push. They know that everything is even here. We saw in that middle, Epsilon took the initial aggression, not letting Mike have a chance to start a fight, and took Mike down quickly. Infused did get enough frags to hold second, though, on the follow-up, and they kept Ben's crazy safe. He got that needle kill as well. numlocked getting aggressive into the window room here. He's throwing stickies onto 2 players. They pop Uber to save numlocked, but the multi-Uber is coming from Epsilon. numlocked is going to get all of this for Infused. But Epsilon, they drop a soldier down onto both scouts. That's JoeyC taking down. The other scout is very weak. Nox does go down, though. Poor positioning here from Epsilon right now. They can't really follow up on this damage, that frag they got. They are getting good spam on the scout, but they're just sitting in the window right now, and Schocky goes down. wltrs is on the train. A soldier jumps 16 health on Mike right now. He should crater. Oh no, he lands, takes no fall damage, and survives. That should have been a kill. That could have given Epsilon a chance to push, but they will just have to hold middle here with even Uber.
Shocky's going to spawn though, so it is going to be a 6 versus 6. Cookye goes down, Gear goes down, so it's 1 frag each. We're going to have a standard, no, 5 versus 5, I guess, here on middle. Epsilon already showed, though, that they're comfortable defending this. They're actually comfortable getting pushed all the way back and then going in. They've shown it before. Are they going to do the exact same thing now? It looks like Infused having them a little bit under control, but with numlocked going down and Ben going down, Epsilon once again doing this completely and hitting that Uber slightly before Ben had it.
Yeah, Epsilon do have their Uber forced there. There was a scout or a soldier, I believe, on F2. But numlocked pushed on the point to force that Uber, to force the aggression, excuse me, and got taken down by Extremer, who came into the fight late, and Hat takes down F2 right there. Big play by Infused Hat. The newest pickup to the lineup. The sickest soldier I've seen in Prem, honestly. Like, he's been playing out of his mind so far with them. He's been a really good pickup. He's fit into the team extremely well. And he just gave his team a 40% Uber advantage here. We do see Nox on Spy. Is he waiting for a forward, or is he actually going out on this? He's actually going to make a spy play right now. He's on second. He's trying to sneak up that ramp right now. He sneaks in through the lower. wltrs does go down, but Nox is getting into position here. Infused trying to retake this. I think they know something is behind them right now.
They're spamming, so they're kind of gonna
He's
have
onto
to
the
know.
medic! Oh, he gets the stab.
God.
The first one whiffed, but numlocked takes down F2 at the same time. It's 3 up for a side, but Epsilon have the spy right now. It looks like Mike would like to contest this. He has 130 health, but Epsilon just have too many players. numlocked does come in from the train, gets good spam, but he's taken down. It's Mike on 52 health in upper lobby. Could be another pick here for Epsilon if they get aggressive, but their health is not good either. They will have a slight, very, very slight Uber advantage here. The Heavy and Pyro instantly come up for Infused.
Is Nox still alive, or did he respawn Spy again? I think he was
lived
still
that
alive.
entire fight, yeah.
Actually, Epsilon's probably just going to build this Uber right now. 40%. Nox is still Spy. They know they have not killed the Spy, so they're looking for him. They're all like kind of twitching their mouse around, really trying to focus down on killing him. I don't think Nox is actually going to show himself before that Uber does come in. They know have a little bit of an equal Uber, so if they push on the dot, they know they can take him down like slightly before they have that Uber. And maybe if Nox can make a play, I don't think he can. I'm trying to find him.
He's on lower right now. He snuck into last, but had to back out because they're so aggressively checking for him. I mean, they have the Pyro, and they have everyone just spamming randomly. It looks like Epsilon do want to get their push on here, though. They sneak in through the side. They take down Mike quickly, take control of that hut. But Nox goes down as well. The Pyro is onto the combo. He's air blasting Extremer away from the fight. F2 getting juggled into the point right now, nowhere near his players, and everyone is going to die for Epsilon. Very smart play by JoeyC. He disconnects the Uber with his air blast, just pushes F2 towards the point.
That jump ball was genius there from JoeyC coming out. F2, nothing he could have done, but very clever play from him. He actually suicided halfway through his Uber because he realized that having a 5-second spawn can actually be important.
Yeah, and he will spawn. They'll be able to hold middle here. They have their numbers. It's only about a 15% disadvantage now because Infused seem to have troubles building.
No, he's actually not coming behind. I thought he was, but he was not actually. Sorry to interrupt you there.
It's cool. Yeah, Infused is not really building as aggressively as they could be. They're in fact not healing at all right now. Ben Crazy on 40 health. Cookye and numlocked go down in the meantime, and with no heals for Infused, this is Epsilon's chance. Numlocked goes down as well. Ben's Crazy is just on the health pack right now with 2 soldiers. I'm looking for that Infused scout, JoeyC, right now. Looks like he's well out of the fight. He's coming on the ramp right now. Epsilon taking control of the train. Infused are backed all the way out. And with no demo man, he's just spawned. Infused are going to have trouble holding them. But Epsilon's slow to the cap as well.
Cookie's going to have to make a ridiculous shot here with that sniper rifle. He's going to have to do something crazy, but we'll see that with both teams now on about 100%. F2 actually does not have it. Has it now, but he cannot save Nox with it anymore.
Uber is popped in lower for Infused, and that's a bad Uber. They're going to have to push a scout in the middle. Epsilon have it. They have the spawn advantage from holding mid. Ben's Crazy is really weak. JoeyC does save his medic temporarily. Walters is on Ben's Crazy in the window room right now. Takes him down.
This is not a good Uber whatsoever.
On middle when I'm not even watching. The scout does make it away lower, and the sniper's about to peek. Cookye on lower, scoping in on the combo. There will be a significant Uber advantage for Epsilon here. Ben's Crazy not up yet, no heals on the Infused side. Soldier even jumping into mid. Mike aggressive on top of the point, he's on 120 health. JoeyC comes in to help him take down Gear, knocks down as well. Aggression from numlocked onto the lower, and he stickies F2 and takes him down. Swinging the Uber advantage the other way. Ben's Crazy not healing anyone though. I think he's quite disconnected from his team since he came out of the back spawn. It looks like Epsilon will get 2 soldiers on the forward respawn here to go along with Walter. See if they can make a play, delay this a bit. They're only going to be about 25-30% ahead in Uber are Infused, and they're running the sniper. Could be the call for some Epsilon aggression here once they get their heals to second.
I love the play from JoeyC so far, though. I do want to point that out. He's been playing fantastic so far this map, and he's going to continue to make a difference for Infused. I'm quite sure they would have been like 2-3-0 behind right now if it wasn't for him, and taking down Walters on the side right there. Once again, one of those things that just makes a push weaker in general, and we see Epsilon trying to hold on with their dear lives. I don't know how they have the players, though.
Down, but Extremer down as well. There's a scout dancing around the train. He eats a direct rocket.
Oh my
Epsilon
God.
are trying to push onto the soldier. They're focusing him down. Ben's Crazy drops hat with the Uber, and you can see the dangers, the perils of having a Merc medic in, as Ben's Crazy and Hat just not on the same page. Epsilon now at 90%. They're 5 up. Their demo's trailing them. They'll be able to push in the middle when they get him there, and it should be, I say should because they're actually going to push already. Walters and a soldier in, but there's a scout in the window room. JoeyC going straight to 2. Might be able to pick off Extremer here, or just start a back cap, in fact. And it's so close, they didn't leave anyone there to watch for that.
And they Ubered on middle as well for no reason. They Ubered on middle as well, so they're kind of just going to retreat out. Yeah,
there is a soldier on last, but JoeyC is taken down on second. The Uber is popped. Ben's Crazy goes down to Gear, though. Big play from Gear. Epsilon now with the advantage again. Both scouts down for Infused. It's Hat, numlocked, and Mike. Hat is sitting in the kitchen, about to flank F2 right now. And F2 is kind of out of position, but Hat does get seen and taken down. Trades with Walters there. Epsilon will maintain their advantage. Ben's Crazy has just spawned, just started healing, so about a 35% advantage.
Aggression is kind of going all over the place at the moment. Medic's going down, like Uber's going wrong, everything like that. Both teams kind of need to regather themselves and really just play with the 6 of them instead of 5 or 4. As I think especially Epsilon would actually do that very well.
I mean,
considering
this round could be going entirely differently if Hat hadn't been dropped on 2 there as well. Yeah. I mean, little things like that could just swing the round entirely. JoeyC did make the great play afterwards to save it, though. We do see 100% Uber up for Epsilon. Infused are holding rather deep here, but it looks like Epsilon want to push their demo into the upper lobby. Actually, a scout gets behind, forces the Uber. Gonna change Epsilon's plan entirely, and right now JoeyC is running out. He's onto the point. He's unseen so far. He's engaging 3 players. And Cookye comes around the other side and gets taken out instantly, but Hat takes down F2, Schocky, and Knox go down as well.
Thing is, how are you going to recap this with Walter still alive? They know Walters is around. How are you going to push this with 3 players, with Gare and Walter still alive? Like, Gare did actually get hit.
Walters is trying to 1v1 Mike on last right now. Mike is rather damaged, but the other soldiers coming in, they do combine to take down Walters, but that bought them plenty of time. Epsilon will get their important classes spawned, their demo will be up. Infused do have 6 up and a full Uber advantage, though, so they need to push off of this. There's a scout already on point, getting pressure onto Nox here. Scout runs directly into Ben's Crazy, they want to force here. Ben's crazy on full health, however. No chance of forcing right now. Soldier is getting aggressive for Infused here. The Uber is popped on point. The health is pretty bad for Infused. Hat goes down. Cap not capped right now. That's a bit of a mistake from Infused. Could have given Epsilon some good spawns there. Epsilon now at 70% to the 20% of Infused. We see the Uber swing back the other way.
I think that was a little bit of a miscommunication there from Infused. Like, Ben, that Uber was spot on. Everyone was weak. He saved everyone. That was very well played. But everyone was so weak, they actually felt really cautious pushing on there. Now they're going to get caught off. I think their read on the Uber was a little bit bad because suddenly they're just getting caught off on that right-hand side saw room and just only 3 players alive. They kind of need to watch out, or it will just be 2 or 1 player alive. Yeah, it's 2 players alive.
4 down. Epsilon need to push here. They know that Infused are close to Uber, and they know that there's only 2 up right now, and numlocked is getting the spawn. If they get aggressive right now, they could deny this, or at least force it, and then keep F2 safe. Scout rushing in onto the soldier, and down the other scouts onto Ben Crazy. Ben Crazy goes down! Huge play by Walters. Shocky with a distraction, and Walters with a great kill. Epsilon are going to lose some numbers doing this, but they have better health. They have a medic up. They just need to regroup and repush. JoeyC, Mike, and Hat go down in quick succession. It's a half-health numlocked and a full-health cookye versus 3 players for Epsilon. Some bad focus fire. It's numlocked versus Extremer. Extremer is winning that fight considering numlocked was on 70 health or 80 health. That's another round for Epsilon.
That is good counting right there from Epsilon. They're saying, you know what? We can probably barely hit Infused before they hit Uber. It was 99. Like on my screen, it was 100%, but it's a little bit buggy in TF2, as you probably know as well. Like, it bugs out from time to time where you're a percentage ahead than what you actually are. You can right-click whatever you want, but that Uber's not going to come off, and he did get 3-shotted by Shocky or Walls. I didn't see, but he came from the side, managed to pick that up, and now we have a 2-0 lead, and Epsilon with this first pick, and probably coming in with a second pick very quickly here. It's looking fine for them on this middle, even though Infused has position.
Yeah, Infused does have position, but they really couldn't get a lot of damage there. Numlocked went through the kitchen. He didn't have a lot of targets to fire at, and he had to rotate back through to get to his medic. Numlocked and Ben's Crazy retreating through the window room right now. They have a scout up, and Hat has just spawned. We'll see them defend 2 here, but how much is the question. They will get the rest of their spawn. Epsilon taking their time to push, though. They want to make sure they get healed up, and Nox on Spy. A questionable play here, considering I think Epsilon are going to wait and set on the Spy play. A scout does go in. Shocky dies here. I think that Epsilon are banking on Infused not pushing off of the scout pick. Uber popped here for Infused, though. Numlocked on very low.
Running. I love that Nox is basically running. Declug, he's like, oh, damn it, they're actually pushing in. They get the pick on JoeyC, though, and... like, oh my god.
Oh, big stab on the mic as well. JoeyC did manage to force the Uber out of Epsilon here, though. There's 2 down for Infused. Epsilon just popping their Uber. They're a little behind on advantage now, but they will start the cap. They do still have the Spy. Nox looks like he wants to go straight to last through lower right now. Could get there without being seen.
I kind of want to get your take on this, DJC, because I have a feeling, like, they know the Spy is there. He's probably not going to be able to do anything, but I get the feeling that Infused is fine just getting the Ubers out of the equation. Ubering early, getting the Uber from Epsilon, like, completely gone, and then fighting 6 versus 6 without Ubers or anything like that. I get a feeling that Infused actually doesn't mind doing that.
I think that, like, the way Infused are trying to treat their Ubers right now is they know that there's some miscommunications between their combo because they're just not used to playing with Ben's Crazy in this lineup. We do see the Uber pop by Epsilon here to hold second. The Uber is countered with by Infused. Both soldiers trying to get aggressive, and the demo for Infused. F2 goes down, but numlocked. Big headshot by Walters on the Ben's Crazy will take him down, and Hat goes down as well. Infused are down 4 players right now. It's JoeyC versus 5 very, very weak Epsilon players. He could clean up very well here. He gets taken down. He does manage to kill Nox before he goes down.
Now he has 2-second spawns on Infused. They are going to be
Walters is on last, though.
Walters going to try. Walters!
Headshot on a numlock! Oh, Hat does block the point. That was a big, big shot by Walters. Very impressive.
That's just ridiculous, isn't it? Like, players who are actually able to pull that off, like, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, players are not supposed to have aim like that, in my opinion. It makes for a nice job to actually cast this game, though, as you can just go completely bananas over it.
Yeah, I'm getting dehydrated from having to scream about Walters' amazing headshot so much. The Uber advantage is 30 in favor of Infused. Walters staying on Sniper, and if he's hitting shots like that, why not? It's I mean, it's just a joke if he can hit shots like that all the time.
Yeah, I said it as well 15 minutes ago. It's just having a sniper on fire just makes it easy for a team. Like, instead of having to fight 6 players, you fight 5, and it actually makes a massive difference. Not just 16.7%, but actually, like, massive. And just if Wall just keeps hitting 1 or 2 headshots every single fight, that just gives Epsilon the edge they really need in order to actually make that push on last word. Mike actually trying to make something happen there. It's not going to work out.
And that should be enough for Epsilon to push. They do have the sniper, but I mean, that's a soldier down. That's a heavy class, a combat class. That's a lot of damage gone from the last fight. But they're still playing very tentatively, very pensive here in upper lobby. They do lose gear, though, and that's going to hurt any chance they had of pushing. Some great coordinated spam there from Infused. I guess they're just gonna have to sit on the wltrs pick at the moment. I did hear a headshot go off. I think that was Cookye, though.
I don't actually think... Like, Epsilon, they're kind of playing the same great shot, by the way, there from Cookye.
Yeah, speaking of headshot...
We can see Knox actually going into the back. He's going to get that Uber in the back as well.
Ben's crazy popped on full health with nobody hurt at all. Very
Epsilon
questionable.
is kind of all over
Big
the place,
headshot
though.
by Cookye onto gear. Shocky's on last fighting a soldier. Oh, he gets taken down, though. Good shotgun work, but wltrs also takes down Cookye. Extremely wants to jump this, get aggressive onto the point. He's spamming stickies on the soldier.
They're not pressuring wltrs. They're not doing it. So wltrs going to be able to just body shot his way to
wltrs takes down headshot, but Extremer does make the crucial pick onto Ben's crazy and lower. It's just Mike. 2 spawns coming. Mike with a huge play kills Knox and wltrs after having successfully defended last against Stefan earlier. The Uber advantage will be in favor of Epsilon, but they are not healing yet. F2 disconnected from his team. And that's another pick. Shocky goes down. Gear takes down Mike, though. And there's a soldier lower. Cookye down, Mike down, and Gear down. There's only about a 5% advantage. Epsilon had their medic up for so much longer, but nobody came back to get him. Nobody came back to get healed there. So they lost quite a bit of advantage.
We kind of see, like, Epsilon did this when, I think it was 5-3 on Badlands, when they did this. They send in like 3 players, I think, onto Infused. And what happens is they try to force. If they don't get the force, they still, because they send in 3 players, they get 1 or 2 players, which kind of hurts Infuse's push if they decide to push on second. But if they do get that Uber, force, they actually have a massive advantage going in. Bit of a sniper duel here that Watts is going to win. It's probably going to actually... I'm not sure. I don't think Epsilon really minds. They're going from the bottom, though. Are they going to go full in, or are they just going to suicide in players? Yes, they are going to go full in. And DJC, I don't think Epsilon, from that bottom-hand side, are going to do all that much.
They do get the numlock. The demo man separated from the rest of the combo. Numlocked took a while to get flashed there. He was pretty weak. But Extremer and F2 do go down in the exchange. The only picks are Cookye and Mike for the Epsilon side. And Shocky's still in last, doing good damage, but he's going to get taken down.
6 versus 2 exchange. Like, that was what I was saying, really. Is that a push from lower, it forces you to Uber early, and it focuses the enemy to actually drop back and hold that Uber for a little bit longer. I do not like the bottom push whatsoever.
It looked like it could have gone Epsilon's way. I mean, Numlocked was so far away from Ben's crazy, but he was surely screaming and begging for that Uber on Mumble, and Ben ran back to him and flashed it and saved him. If Numlocked had died there, that could have gone Epsilon's way very easily. There's now a 35% advantage for Infused. JoeyC does go down, though. There's a scout on F2.
Oh, wow.
He's taken down as well. Capping power down, and Hat goes down as well. Uber not up yet for Infused. They can't save any of their players, and they're going to have to retreat here. What looked like a huge win for them, and Ben's crazy drops the Uber!
Wow.
Huge rockets from Gear there, and that's Numlocked and Mike down as well. 75% Uber for Epsilon right now. They will have 3 players up. They're already pushing into last, though. They're not even going to get close to this point. Some nice shots there onto JoeyC, and the cap is taken to make this 3-0 in favor of Epsilon.
You know what the problem is? Is that was the 4th time I've seen a push to middle from Infused fail. And that was actually, like, they've tried it 4 times, they lost it 4 times. Epsilon just seems to be standing in, or they position themselves in a way that Infused cannot break it. Uber or no Uber, doesn't matter. We've seen it happen on countless of occasions. Infused cannot break it. And that is a problem if you get wiped right there, and then obviously Ben with the dropped Uber doesn't help either. But it goes wrong at that defense, and I think Infused would do themselves a favor if they just win middles instead.
Yeah, as the STV chat has let us know, Infused are on crits right now. This is a play that Dunk, I don't think I've ever seen him run crits except on Gravel Pit defense. The crits is up here, and it's popped. Numlock gets a sticky, takes down Knox with it, and that's it. F2 is already out to second. That's a crits that will win them mid, but I'm not sure they're too pleased with that result as F2 has stayed up. They do have the Uber advantage. Knox's spawn is not too long.
I think they're just happy that they won mid, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, this is their first mid win, really.
Epsilon should be able to re-push this. There looks like Infused want to get this force out, though. Cookie's already moving in through the lower. They would like to get some aggression onto F2 here. Pop them on second so they don't have to fight this on mid. Nice skip jump there from Mike. We'll get the force out. F2 on like 3 health when he popped that.
Yeah.
And Extremers pushing in the middle from the lower. That's Cookie and Mike down. 90% crits here. This is the classic crits, re-crits tactic, but Ben's Crazy's already out lower. Extremer knows they're on crits. He takes hat down. The crits is popped in lower. Numlocked, huge sticky on the gear, and Extremer takes down Walters as well as he gets onto the medic. And there was a back cap going on as well. It looked like
got
from
shot down by
JoeyC.
Schocky. Yeah, JoeyC got shot down.
But it brought 2 players back for Epsilon.
Yeah.
There was nobody to focus down Numlocked or Ben Crazy right there.
Go! Why is Infused not going? Why are they, seriously, why are they backing out? Yeah, there we go. Finally, they're going to have a scout in their back, but with a crits, you're always going to have...
Medic down!
They
Stefan
need to
with
fight!
a big flame. Yeah,
like, it's 4 minutes,
it's the
they're
fact that,
down.
The fact that they took so long to get in there is what gave Stefan the opportunity to get in on the medic and take him down. Epsilon will contest this pretty aggressively. Soldier jumping in onto F2 though, he's on the balcony. F2 surfs away from him, but he's on such low health. He's on 10 right now.
No, he's down.
He gets taken down. Numlocked with a sticky. Cookie coming in to clean up Extremer, and that's a wipe for Epsilon. It's just Shocky up on
13 second spawns, DJC, so it's Shocky for the next 9 seconds against 4 players of Infused who are all full
He takes
health.
1 scout down, he's fighting the other, but there's too many stickies on point.
3.5-ish for 2 caps. It is doable.
Yeah, it's doable, but I think if they get 1 cap, Epsilon are just going to sit in yard and make them push into them and
they
just
need to
hold
win
it.
this middle, like, easy. They need to win this middle. I think they're running crits again. Yes, they are, and Epsilon's going to know it this time around, and Ben is actually not healing. Not at all. This rollout is kind of failing. We can see F2 actually having an Uber advantage with regular Uber, so it's a little bit off. But we'll see. Infused going to have to be aggressive. They're going to have to win this middle. If they want to have any chance of actually winning this map.
Mike is in Epsilon's kitchen right now. He's about to get on the medic. He jumps F2. It's a good rocket on him. It takes him down as well. It's just JoeyC down for Infused. And the crits is up, but Mike goes down as well. There's 4v4 here. There are heals on Infused. And the crits has just come up. They have popped it, in fact. I don't see where. Out of their kitchen, it looks like.
Kitchen, yeah.
Numlocked has nothing to really shoot at here. He gets Extremer with a well-placed sticky onto the wall. But they're still bunched up in the kitchen. There is a soldier there, and a scout is running onto them, and Numlocked goes down. That is Knox pushing onto the scout here. Hits some good damage onto him. He's shotgunning, but Cookie is on 100 health. He'll be able to 1v1 this soldier. But the big issue here, Knox did make a good play there to take Numlocked down. He couldn't get the medic, unfortunately, so they have crits advantage. But the big thing here is this took them so long to even get this cap. There's 2 minutes and 20 seconds left once mid is capped here. That is time that they really don't have.
You know, it's the next crits that's going to be crucial. If they can wipe or at least get 2 or 3 frags with the next crits on the second, like Epsilon's just going to say, you know what, screw that second player, just going to defend last. Walter sitting sniper in the spawn. Sniper is a hard counter crits, I tell you that, for obvious reasons. And the push is kind of coming from bottom with the crits. That is the logical move to go with crits, and we'll see how it's going to ban out.
They do have to focus the sentry down. The crits isn't popped yet. Mike on very low health. Crits finally pop. Walters, Extremer, and Shocky down, and they just run the cap instantly, and the heavy could not get there in time to block.
Minute 50, DJC. And we're going to have the same scenario as we had on Badlands. Who would have thought?
I would not be shocked to see Epsilon defend yard here. Another crits play from Infused, though, so, I mean, that could backfire very badly for Epsilon. Epsilon are running the standard setup of 2 scouts, 2 soldiers.
They're going middle, so we'll see. This is going to be a general mid fight. Let's see how Epsilon's going to play this. It's going to be a little bit...
I think they're going to want to play a very passive mid, not really lose anyone. Back out if it doesn't go their way.
Yeah, they're doing
the
that
health
right
is
now.
very bad on Infused, however. There's a 23 health and a 26 health player. One of them goes down. It's 4v6 right now. The crits is coming up. It's going to have to be Numlocked clutching this with a crit streak if Infused have any chance to win this round. There's a scout getting aggressive. They know they have crits. They want to get aggressive on them now. Numlocked does take gear down. They don't have the crits yet. He's on 100%. He pops it now in the lower. Not really going to get any crucial plays here. He didn't have anything loaded.
He doesn't have anything.
Walters just crouched and pistoled away Ben's Crazy. And there's 48 seconds left. Epsilon not in any danger of losing this map at the moment. It would take a miracle of TF2 right now for Infused to come back from this. So it looks like we will go to Gollywash, our decider map.
You know, TCM is watching this and they're like, oh god, we need to wait another half an hour.
I think TCM actually plan on just taking the default win if Epsilon cannot play because it's the only day this week. Yeah. It doesn't really affect anything as far as I know. I think it might change the 3-4 seating between Punchline and TCM.
Oh, that's pretty much it, isn't it?
Yeah.
We'll see. Infused is actually going to rush for this. Epsilon dropped all the way back. We have 15 seconds left on the clock. It's not going to be enough to cap 2 points on Snakewater. Epsilon's not going to make it happen. So the score is going to be 3-2, ladies and gentlemen, here on Snakewater. The Excello ZOWIE TF2 Challenge number 4, sponsored by Excello.net and ZOWIEgear.com. Costed by VanillaTV here with Pledge, DJC, and Comedian on the stream. Thanks very much for joining us here. We're going to go into the third map, which is Gully Wash, to see who wins this grand final in this Excello Challenge. See you guys in just a second.